You feel it, don't you? That fire rising inside of you. The anger, the rage, the frustration. You try to push it away, to silence it, but it won't go. It refuses to be ignored. So, what do? Let it destroy you? Let it consume you? Or do you let it change you? Do you let it become the fuel that powers you? The truth is, anger is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally. You've been told to calm down, to breathe, to just let it go. They told you to forget the things that hurt you, to forgive the people who betrayed you. But what if I told you that anger is not the enemy you think it is? What if I told you anger is the thing that can drive you to greatness? We all know that feeling, that moment when life knocks you down, when someone betrays you, when you're faced with an obstacle that seems impossible to overcome. That moment when your fists clench and your heart races. That's anger. But where does it come from? Why does it exist? Anger is a reaction. It's a response to injustice, to pain, to betrayal. It is your mind's way of saying, this isn't right. Your soul refuses to accept defeat. And in that moment, in that spark of fury, something dangerous awakens. Something powerful, something primal. Anger is not just an emotion. It's a tool. A force that, when harnessed correctly, can propel you forward. It sharpens your focus, strengthens your resolve, and gives you the energy to keep fighting when everyone else would quit. You see, anger is not about destruction. It's about building something stronger than what you were before. Think about the last time you were truly angry. Did it paralyze you, or did it push you? When you feel the anger surge within you, when that hot rush takes over your mind, it can either break you or build you. The choice is yours. But only if you understand one thing. Anger is a form of energy, and energy cannot be destroyed, only redirected. When you direct that energy towards a goal, towards your work, your hustle, your ambition, that anger becomes fuel. It becomes the thing that drives you when the world tells you to quit. It's what pushes you through the nights when everyone else is asleep. It's what makes you unstoppable. But there's a danger. Anger, left unchecked, can destroy you. It can consume you, burn everything to the ground, and leave nothing but ashes in its wake. Anger that isn't channeled, anger that isn't controlled, can wreck your life, destroy your relationships, and ruin your future. But here's the thing, anger doesn't have to control you. You control it. You use it as the weapon it was always meant to be. The key is control. The key is direction. You decide where it goes. You decide how it's used. Control the anger, don't let it control you. Redirect it, channel it, and turn it into something unstoppable. Don't take my word for it. Let's look at history. Let's look at the men and women who have turned their anger into greatness. Think of the fighters, the leaders, the survivors. They all had one thing in common. They used their anger as fuel. Whether it was the anger of injustice, of betrayal, or of failure, they used it to rise above, to fight harder, to push further. The question clearly is this: why does the anger of death? Take that anger and build something greater. Build the person you were always meant to become. Anger is your ally, your weapon, your strength in the fight for your future. So what will you do with your anger? Will you let it break you? Will you let it control you? Or will you use it as the fire that burns your path to success? The choice is yours. Let it make you stronger. Let it push you beyond your limits. And when you reach the top, you'll look back and you'll see that it wasn't the world that beat you down. It was the fire within you that lifted you up. Anger is your greatest ally. Use it, channel it, become unstoppable. If you're ready to harness the power of anger and transform your life, hit that subscribe button. Join the movement of those who choose to rise above, who choose to fight. This is only the beginning.